Hi, I'm Katie Johnson, a current board member and a past president here at Merging Waters, and I've been involved in the pledge drive for several years. It's pledge season here at Merging Waters, and people often ask, how much should I give? The answer is usually something like, give the amount that's right for you, which is how much? I'm going to go through a pledge guide called What's in Your Cup that might help you evaluate your situation so that you can determine the amount that's right for you. First, let's make sure we're starting at the same place. What is pledging? Pledging refers to setting an intention of the amount you plan to give to our congregation over the course of the next fiscal year. We ask for this commitment now so that we can plan accordingly. And if your situation changes mid-year and that changes the amount that you intend to give, you can just let us know. When are pledges paid? Our fiscal year runs from July 1st through June 30th, so your pledge now in spring of 2026 is for contributions that you will make from July 2026 through June of 2027. You can pay your pledge in one complete payment or in several smaller payments, whatever suits you. So how much does Merging Waters need? Our pledge goal this year is $115,000. We currently have 90 members who make up 70 member households. If we divide our goal by 70, we get $1,640 per household. Maybe that's a helpful reference point, yet for any one of us, this calculated amount may be easy or impossible, which brings us back to the original response to give the amount that is right for you. Last year, the variety of right amounts that people landed on gave us pledges ranging from $250 to $13,000. The What's in Your Cup giving guide that I have adapted into this video was created by Stewardship for Us, a consulting group that helps many UU churches with fundraising, whether it's the annual pledge drive or a capital campaign for a significant project. There is a link to this giving guide in the pledge area of the website or with other pledge materials you may have received. The first part of setting your pledge amount is to assess your financial capacity for giving. Using the analogy of a cup holding a valuable resource, there are 4 different financial cup levels: low, adequate, full, or running over. I'll describe a few characteristics of each level, and I invite you to reflect on which description seems closest to your situation. Of course, nothing is going to match exactly. I'll be using the term basic needs to refer to food, housing, transportation, and routine health care, which are common needs for all of us. Your bucket of basic needs might include additional things like caregiving, tuition, or other costs that are a necessity for your household. When your financial cup is low, you may be in a challenging financial situation. Characteristics of this category include income that doesn't always meet your basic needs, skipping routine health care because of the cost, regularly relying on some sort of food, housing, or other financial assistance, being in an unstable or uncertain housing situation, being unable to afford a car if you need one. Treats like meals out, concerts, or other events, or a vacation or even a staycation might feel mostly out of reach. A small portion of your income might be available for making donations, but financial contributions might not be possible right now. When the level in your cup is adequate, your cup might seem half full on some days and half empty on others. Characteristics of this category include an income that meets your basic needs and debt most of the time, having good enough access to health care that you don't generally avoid it, owning or leasing a car if you need one, having some amount of financial savings, and the ability to enjoy the occasional meal or night out and a vacation now and then, you can do that without going further into debt. You've got some flexibility about how to spend or donate your money. When your financial cup is full, your income reliably meets your basic needs. Characteristics of this category include the ability to pay your mortgage or rent without concern, the ability to own a second property if you would like, having adequate access to health care so that you don't generally avoid it, owning or leasing at least one car, the ability to eat out or attend special events pretty much when you choose, and the ability to take time off or take a vacation when you'd like to. When your cup is full, you have increased flexibility in your options for donating to organizations that are meaningful to you. When your cup is overflowing, you have a great deal of flexibility when it comes to being financially generous. Characteristics of this category include having income or wealth that more than meets your basic needs, having savings, investments, or multiple properties, owning or leasing one or more vehicles, having reliable access to health care, the ability to eat out at higher-end restaurants, get season tickets, or travel first class, if those are things you'd like to do, and the ability to take time off or take a vacation when you'd like to. Vacations, home renovations, and larger donations all feel like options on how you spend your money. The other part of figuring out the right amount for your pledge is to consider your relationship with this congregation. Typically, when people are more engaged and connected, they also want to contribute generously to their congregation. We are specifically considering financial generosity right now, but we know that time and talent are also generously shared with our congregation. When you feel more connection and belonging, merging waters may become a higher priority for your generosity. It is suggested that your church community be in the top 3 of the organizations you regularly support. The What's in Your Cup guide considers 4 levels of connectedness: core members, active members and friends, casual members and friends, and resting members and friends. Core members are established and active members, many who have had formal leadership roles over time. Active members and friends are regular attendees and engaged in one or more activities or leadership roles. Casual members and friends are less frequent attendees of our various activities. Resting members and friends may be newer to the congregation or someone who is taking a break from a previously high level of involvement. They might not participate all that often. When you have a sense of your financial capacity and a sense of your connectedness, the next step is to review the giving chart, which suggests pledge amounts as a percentage of your net income after taxes. I'll share the chart so you can review it while I talk about it. The percentages presented in the chart are starting points for your consideration. Ultimately, you will still need to settle on an amount that's meaningful and sustainable for you, whether it matches the chart or not. As you might expect, households with higher engagement and higher giving capacity are encouraged to give the greatest percentage of their income. Thus, highly engaged core members, with whose cup runneth over, are encouraged to give 15% or more of their net income. At the other end of the spectrum, those with a low financial cup are encouraged to consider at most 1 to 2% of their net income. While we encourage generosity, we never want your gift to Merging Waters to put you or your household at financial risk. Go ahead and pause the video if you need time to find where you fit on this chart, or find the link to the entire giving guide in the pledge area of our website. For my family, several years ago, a similar guide helped us to consider our level of financial support more carefully than we had before. From time to time, when our financial situation changes, this kind of reflection helps us recalibrate our giving to be the right amount in our new circumstances. Perhaps going through the reflections I outlined will be helpful to you too. Making and following through on a pledge reinforces a sense of connection and belonging. It would be awesome if everyone who is touched by this congregation would make a pledge of support, even if only a few dollars. Please consider renewing your pledge for the coming year or making a pledge for the first time. If making a pledge is not right for you, please contribute to our regular or special collections if and when you are able throughout the year. No matter what, know that your presence in our congregation is valued, and any gift you can make is received with deep gratitude. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your thoughtful consideration of support.